Hey everyone, Architect here. Today I want to show you how to build a modern Minecraft starter house out of materials you have at the start. You can build this house in a survival Minecraft world in around 45 minutes or less, if you spawn in the right biomes. Here's what we were building, and now you may ask, why? Aren't there like thousands or even millions of Minecraft starter house videos, Reddit and Instagram posts out there? Yes they are, but hear me out. Like a lot of them are not starter houses at all. They look good, yes, they may be small, but they sometimes use materials that are not starter materials at all, like warped wood or even ant rods. Like, for real, it's in the name, ant rods, you get them from the ants, so if you're not Dream, you will not have these materials at the start of a Minecraft game. Also, some of them uses excessive amounts actually of resources. Even if the build is small, still you need to farm a lot of resources. So I wanted to build a house where you build this out of starting materials you really have at the start and that you can build in under 45 minutes. So the question is, what are the materials you have at the start? It's quite easy. It's stone, it's wood, and it's dirt. Yes, we will building out of dirt, and believe me, it will look good. So let's start the build. Here you see the materials you need. Actually, values may differ a little bit. I've marked out the area for the build beforehand, so you can see easily how many blocks you have to place or to remove. You start by removing the orange blocks. If you want to mark out an area for build and survival, I recommend using a shovel and path blocks. So this way you don't need to really waste any blocks or any materials. After you remove the area, you now place stone bricks, creating an outline for a window. You now start to add the floor. For that you use birch slabs on a small area stone bricks. The floor has 3 different levels and you use birch slabs instead of blocks, so you actually use less resources. And we want to be resource efficient here because it's a starter house. So yeah, that's why I recommend using slabs instead of normal blocks. Then you add the entry. For that you just use a birch stair and also add 1 stone brick here. With that place, you now place 2 stone blocks in front of the 2 blocks you just placed, and on the left side you add 4 stone bricks. After that you want to finalize the outline of the window. For that you use stone bricks, and for the window glass you use glass paints. First, because they look better, and second, because they are more resource efficient than glass blocks. Now it's time to add the sleeping niche. For that you just place 2 birch blocks or birch slabs on the floor, then add 4 birch stairs to the side, as you see here, and in the middle of this you add a bed, and on the top you add also 2 birch slabs. So you have this small sleeping niche created here. After the sleeping niche is done, you can now add some final stone bricks to the outside and add the entry. For the entry you use 2 glass blocks and a wooden door. The wooden door you have to place on the clean stone because the wooden door will not stand on the stair that we have there. You now then start to add some facade detailing. For that you use wooden stairs and wooden slabs. As you see here, you can use any wood color you like. For me, dark oak wood was the best choice. For the outside you can also use, instead of stone bricks, clean stone, but I've used stone bricks because if you mine them with a pickaxe, they drop themselves. So if you make an error, it's not that big of a mistake because you still have the resource. If you will use stone and mine that, it will drop cobblestone, so yeah, that's not optimal for a survival build. After you've placed the facet detailing on the front, you also go to the side and add some wooden slabs also here. Now we come to the dirt part of this build. You use the dirt to cover one flank of this building and also to cover the backside and some area of the roof of the building. In survival, you have to place dirt blocks because you don't have grass blocks, but over time grass will grow over them, so it will look like grass blocks and it will look great. You also have to add some grass to the backside. If you build this build already like into a little grass hill, then you don't have to build that much grass to it, but it's also not a problem if it's freestanding, then you just have to add grass blocks to the back and making it like a small little hill. The rest of the roof you add wooden slabs in the same color as we have the facade detailing, and you leave a little area free because there we will put some glass blocks and add like a little roof window to this build. Now comes the interior. For that, you have still this wall to the back wall that is made of dirt basically, and you see the dirt. So in this step, you want to make sure that you don't see the dirt anymore. For that, you create a small fireplace out of stone bricks, and then basically add everything you need in your survival world, like barrels for storage and furnaces and the crafting table to this wall. You can add a bit more furnaces or less, just as you like. And yeah, so you really use this wall basically for all your survival Minecraft needs. Going for barrels here, I do it actually for two reasons. First, also again, they are cost efficient, resource efficient, and they look actually quite good at the wall. Like if we would use chests, we would still see the dirt that we don't really want to see. After that, or while you're at the step, you also create like a little bit of the ceiling. For that you use birch slabs. As you see here, we have also like 3 levels of ceiling, like back where the bed is, it's the lowest, and then it goes up, and then where the wood is, where we already have like the wood roof, we don't add any more stuff. And then you also add to the fireplace naturally a campfire, because campfire is free energy. Some lanterns to round it all up, and then in your survival world you have to wait till everything is green on the top, so you have grass everywhere, and then you use bone meal to make the roof look a little bit more nicer. And now you're basically done with the build. If you liked the video so far, why don't you consider subscribing? It would really help me. It's free and it's quite simple. Just click the button below this video. Thank you. So at the end, everything looks like that. And I think I've got quite a good starter house here. It looks good. It's rather cheap, and you have most of the things you need for your survival needs in here. And why don't you comment below what you think about it, and what could it do better, or what do you find especially good? If you have built it, the next few steps should be some landscaping and maybe adding a field so you get something to eat. And for the back, I've not actually gone for a fence. You should add a fence at the front, but in the back I'm going for a ha-ha wall. which is basically a small ditch that you build that's integrated like into the landscape, so you don't really see it. It's basically a 2 dirt high wall that is integrated, as I said, into the landscape. So I have one last tip before I end the video, and that is that you can start this build by building first a dirt hut, where you can sleep in like your first night or your first 2 nights. And after you've created this dirt hut, you can then make the building out of this dirt hut. Like the house I've just shown you, you can build out of a dirt hut basically. So you just have to build your dirt hut like I'm showing you. So you have to create like the left flank of the building if you look from the front, where you have the dirt going up diagonally and some parts of the dirt roof. And if you have done that, you can create a small dirt hut out of it and sleep the first night in, or the first 2 nights. And after that, you can create the building I've shown you out of it. So this way, you actually don't have to remove your whole dirt hut. And I think that's a great thing, because this way there's no ugly dirt hut standing around in your world, and you don't need to build things twice. So that was my starter house video. I hope you liked it. If so, why don't you leave a thumbs up? And why don't you follow my Instagram? It's linked below. I hope I see you again in a future video. See ya!